Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
All right, time for a fact that makes your brain just go. 110 hours. 110 hours wasted. You've done this. I've done this. Kenzie's done this. Case has done this in 2024. And we can make the simple decision and boom, like this. We get 110 more hours for 2025. Sounds like a good deal. This is something we're wasting our time with that we don't have to do. It's not anything related to going to work or in traffic or whatever. On the toilet. Some people said that. Doom scrolling on the toilet, which isn't a waste, by the way, but that's a whole nother side story. A lot of people had different guesses. Kenzie guessed meal prepping. Like, it'd be better to get a meal prep service, right?
Yeah, like a meal prep service. So you're no longer like grocery shopping for every meal. You also like meal planning every meal. And then it's kind of like all your ingredients are already out. Because that's, I could see that trimming over the year 110 hours.
So you're saying maybe get someone to do that for you or buy them all meal prepped?
They have like those meal prep services.
Yeah.
So you're still like, you still make a dinner, but you know how it comes with like everything kind of sorted and all
like
that.
HelloFresh?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Like a HelloFresh, Brian.
Like
like a HelloFresh.
Is there a promo code?
I don't have a promo code yet.
Why? But if they're listening,
Yeah.
why would I love help in the new year?
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, help me.
Yeah. And Case, what'd you say again?
Waiting on food to be delivered.
Waiting on food. Everything is hunger. Are we hungry this morning? Is that we're all talking about food here?
I'm always hungry.
Yeah,
Brian.
it's morning. I'm hungry.
I've been trying to lose weight for 10 months.
Okay, so
I'm always hungry.
This has nothing to do with food, wasting the 110 hours. And the average Chicagoan spends 110 hours or spent 110 in 2024. And you can make this decision, and you won't waste this time in 2025 searching for something to watch on TV. So 110 hours a year, you're searching for something. Now, I know if I go around the room right now, all of us have stuff on our queue that we are behind on.
Yeah.
So why don't we just watch those?
I do. I honestly don't doom scroll to look for a new show.
Really?
We have my husband and I have a shared notes of our shows in order that we want to start next so we don't forget.
Good Lord.
We also have a shared restaurants we would like to try so that way when we're really hungry, we're like, oh, what are some of those places we want to try? We always write them down.
You guys are...
We share a lot of notes.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, wow.
It's awesome. And then we know exactly what to watch. We're like, funny or scary? Bam. We have it. And what do you want to eat tonight? I don't know. Here's 15 restaurants we've hoped to try in the new year.
How does it work? You just go pick one and go? You don't waste a second?
Do not waste time.
God.
Isn't that awesome?
It is. I'm kind of feel sad for myself now.
That was supposed to make you feel, I don't know why you look so upset.
Yeah, I don't know. I should feel good about that and this new information.
You look disgusted. I just was saying that's what we do.
I know we have this little notes app. I'm spending too much time in the clock app on my phone. But I should be definitely putting notes down to do this.
Our notes app is like the basis of our relationship. Because we also have the grocery list shared. So we don't have to check in with him and be like, what do you want? He casually, like, he adds it, and I know what to put on the grocery list. We have that. Like, we have a constant shared notes.
So you know what my last note was in my phone?
I want to know. What?
I can't wait.
So it's just an address. And I think it's an address of some guy for the Cubs, a house that I want to buy.
You don't even know?
All I put was the address. 11.
You gotta be careful, because if Megan goes through your phone and just finds an address in your notes.
And something happens to somebody at that house, you mean?
She's going to think that you're, like, sleeping with her.
Is that the first thought?
Yes. 1,000%. A strange address hidden in your notes?
God, I don't use notes right at all. I put things in. I'm looking at my notes right now. I don't know what any of these mean. Here's one note from 11/22/22. White Cheez-Its.
Okay,
What?
what's confusing about that? You needed white Cheez-Its.
Well, white cheddar.
You don't have like a description on top. Like, all of my notes are labeled. So
By the way, white Cheez-Its sounds racist. It's white cheddar. It's white cheddar Cheez-Its.
Oh, he's very picky.
Please don't get the black Cheez-Its.
That's not a good look.
Okay, well, hey,
Look at my notes. They all have titles. So my last note, we have a shared Christmas notes app
Oh
as
my
well.
God.
So that way he can know what I bought, all of his family.
you want to unpack that one, Kenzie?
Yeah, I don't.
It was said with a tone.
Anyways, complains about shopping for me. I go, why shop for 27 people? So if you could just handle me, that'd be awesome. Costco/grocery list. This is us tracking the foods Marino's had to make sure he doesn't have allergic reactions. They're all titled, and
God.
then it's a list.
I have another one here.
This was our London itinerary and what we still needed to pack. Like, we have all that.
I have another one from 2022. It just says, cholesterol, 213 is high.
Like,
I think I was at the doctor and he said that to me. And I wanted to remind myself that that's high. God, I don't use notes right at all.
we also have a shared notes app for the doctor questions, which you don't use much anymore. But, like,
You're-
as we had a newborn, we labeled, like, when things would come up and you had to bring them in, like, every few weeks.
Oh, my God. My brain's going to explode. Case, do you use notes properly?
No.
After hearing this, I should say.
No, I have notes in here. One says top 10 Modest Mouse songs. Another says bands unfairly defined by their biggest hits. Alien Ant Farm, Mazzy Star, Franz Ferdinand. And then I just have one that says Wingstop ? I don't know why I was asking a question about Wingstop.
Well, can I ask you? Wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yep.
Who are those for?
I don't know.
Because, like, you know how you feel about those bands. So
I
who's
think
that?
I was checking in with myself.
Okay.
I wanted to know what I thought the top 10 Modest Mouse
Yeah.
songs were.
My least visited note is in 2019, but I saved it. It's the kind of dream car that my dad wants because he told me one time, and I saved it just in case I ever, like, win the lottery, then I don't have to awkwardly ask him. So I also have that saved.
Just in case.
Yes.
Do you know that I put a dream that I had in one of my notes?
What does it say?
Oh my God! First word is wild dream. Dot.
Because it's October 27th, 2019 at 3:13 a.m. And so I must have had a dream that I thought was a good idea. Do you want to hear what it
Well,
was?
apparently it was wild.
What do you mean had a good idea? Like, in what way?
Like, I wake up in the middle of the night sometimes to get ideas, and I want to
Wake
make
up.
sure I don't forget them. Wake up, put on makeup. Do you want to go through this dream?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to read it. Okay,
You
here,
don't even know what it's about. We're gonna get to the middle and have to
Okay.
dump this whole segment.
here we go. This was a note. And apparently, Kenzie uses notes properly, and I don't. Remember, 110 hours wasted searching for a show. Maybe put your shows in your notes, and it'll be easy. Okay, so I had a note said, "Wild dream. I lived in an apartment with Dave Fogel, who works down. He works down the hallway here.
And what does Dave Fogel sound like, just in case people don't know?
Dave Fogel on 94.7 WLS.
Thank you.
He's a great guy. And so Dave Fogel was in this, and my best friend growing up in an apartment, and there was a news report that snipers were taking shots at people in windows.
Wow.
This is a dream I had. It said, they said stay down. No one took it seriously. And Dave Fogel jumped in front of me at the last minute in the window, and I go, what are you doing? And he took a bullet for me.
By the way, he would not do
No,
that.
he
I
would
don't think he'd
not.
take a bullet for his wife and kids.
We could ask him and bring him down here and ask him.
I'm going to be really blunt with you.
Nice
And-
guy, not a bullet-taking
Not
type,
a bullet
though.
taking type.
This
He's
is a-
like more funny.
This is a weird dream.
He'd make a joke when he got shot. Hey.
Like it's Eddie Murphy in a
He's more
movie.
like that. Wow, Brian.
The dream continued. It said, the next day the sniper comes back and I pull out a rifle and shoot and kill him.
Is this like your version of Die Hard?
I
like
think-
for you?
It's great that Fogel takes a bullet for him, but Brian's still the hero that shoots the sniper.
So not only
But do you want to know the end?
Oh, my God, of course.
This is a note I wrote down from a dream I had in the middle of the night. The end is they arrest me for shooting the sniper and they place me in protective custody, but TMZ is going to release my location. And then I woke up. This is real. This is the dream I
It's
had.
like a dream a 9-year-old
are you
would have.
sure that it was a dream, or was it like a dream like you hope it happens?
I don't know.
Are you trying to manifest? Is that why you wrote it down?
Kenzie has every second of her life planned out in her notes
I don't
on what
have
to
every
do.
second of my life. It's called organization.
It's called a lot. It's called a whole
called a
thing.
lot?
It's called a whole thing. And I want to be more like that than just putting my dreams down from 5 years ago.
Yeah, this is a good thing to have.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you
You're
go.
so judgy about it.
I'm not judging. I'm impressed.
It doesn't sound like you're impressed.
I'm just upset that I've been doing it wrong.
Who would have thought?
This is like a good way to like keep your life like not like yours. Look at your life,
I mean, I'm happy.
but it's a disaster.
It's a disastrous happiness.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Well, we just gave you the fact that makes your brain go. And this is a way you can change your life already for 2025 that we waste. Chicagoans waste 110 hours searching for something to watch on TV or YouTube or whatever. You search for something to watch. Just organize yourself like Kenzie does in her notes. puts all these programs they have on queue. Let's just sit down. Oh, this one we're next up. Let's go and watch it. That saves time.
Yeah.
Now, Mitchell texted in 708 said, I have a folder that's called 4-week plan in my notes. It's not dated, and it has no plans.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Last year at this time, well, Kenzie was very pregnant and then went into delivering a baby and left the show for a few months. So that was her journey. And then me and Case had a journey to...
Do we want to unpack how Brian just described that real quick? I know you got a lot to say in this segment, but good Lord.
That was her journey of starting the year off last year, or this year, I should say.
Yes.
And myself and Case's journey was to lose weight.
To even put those near each other is unhinged.
We're all on our own journeys.
That was our journey. We were very present in the moment of trying to lose weight and be healthier.
We manifested weight loss.
Listen, I was here for a lot of that, like a lot of it, because I did a show on the day I gave birth or went to the hospital.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That was
I
badass.
was here. Thank you. I was here for a lot of your weight loss journey. Brian, all you did is starve yourself a few days before. To say that you took care of your health, you did nothing. And then 3 days before, you just didn't eat. You did nothing to improve health.
That was my journey.
Yeah.
That was my journey.
He was very
journey.
present while he was starving himself.
And I won, by the way. I won the competition. So that's all that matters in the end. You know,
Win's a win.
show me somebody that's happy with second place, and I'll show you a loser.
And I was that loser.
So I'm telling you that I'm going to do that again. I think
Starve yourself 3 days before.
No, I'm going to really take it more serious this year. I really want to get, as I have a 2-year-old daughter now, it's time for me to get back to lifting weights, boxing, playing basketball. What was that? What was that hand motion?
I'm doing the scene from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles where he's pulling the cord out and he's like, you don't just make yourself talk, blah, blah, blah.
Yes, that's what I don't know if we're having a competition. I mean, all of us again. I mean, do you want to do that?
I mean, I've been trying to lose weight for 10 months, so sure.
You just jump in.
I know. I mean, I can rope it into the competition, I suppose.
I mean, Case, do you want to lose weight again or no?
I'd love to lose weight. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'd love to do it.
We don't listen.
No, we'll do another challenge. It might go the same as last year, but we're going to do another challenge in January.
I mean, you joined Planet Fitness. You took it pretty serious and you gained weight.
And I gave up soda, and I love soda.
Yeah, you got to
You
think.
brought soda back pretty fast, though.
What did it work? I gained weight.
I
Checkmates.
You had nothing to say after that.
Biatch.
Because I don't want to get into, like, you can't just quit soda and then, like, eat McDonald's every day and then be like, well, this ought to do it. No offense.
Well, I learned my lesson last year.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think a lot of people, obviously, everybody wants to, like me, you're just going to pad up during this next 2 weeks and then try to lose weight, get healthy, work out. I'm going to do that. I'm serious. I'm not going to mess around. I'm making changes.
Okay, then how about you start literally New Year's Day, if you care about it?
Well, we're not back till January 6th. So
So are you going to start the day we get back?
I will start absolutely January 6th.
On January 6th.
Yeah, is that Monday? Yeah, January 6th it starts. Because I'm going to get some gifts of chocolate and things. I got to eat it all out. No, I'm not making
You have to do
excuses.
what?
I got to eat chocolate for a week.
No, say what you said. You have to eat it all out. What are you doing?
I gotta be-
Yes, people are
Hey,
buying you.
my man.
Don't you worry about what I'm doing.
Okay.
So that's
Yikes.
part of my journey. But we have another one. I don't know if you guys have resolutions that you want to make. Besides, everybody wants to get healthier. Of course, it's a no brainer. But Megan came up with one for us that was unexpected as we were sitting on the couch the other night, and she said, we sit here, we're so exhausted by the end of the week, and we take care of Harper, we get her to bed by 8:00, and then every night, I do my prep, and then I pass out, and then she does work, and that's our kind of routine at night.
I feel like I know where this is going.
Where do you think it's going?
Are you guys like making a pact to have sex once a week to connect as a couple?
Well, I'm not saying we're not already doing that.
You've told me you're not already doing that. You're like, God, we're tired.
Well, there's certainly the schedules of our days are crazy.
Exactly.
But that's not what this one is.
Oh.
But let's add that one to the
Well, that's
list.
unfortunate for you.
No, I'm changing it.
No, Kenzie. I know what Brian's about to say.
You know it?
You don't know where this is going.
Am I like super off?
But for some reason, I just wrote down sex every day. Okay, that's
How
good.
about you start with like once every 2 weeks? And
Nah.
work your way up.
Brian, when the police find you, they're going to release that as your manifesto.
I just wrote sex every day on our prep
Are
plan.
you 14?
Okay, sex every day. All right.
You have to write that down. You can't just remember you want to do.
Put it in your notes app.
Yeah, it's in my notes. You organize your whole life. I'm putting in my notes. Sex every day. But that's not what happened. What she did, she came to me and she was like, Friday nights especially, we're exhausted from the whole week. And then we get her to bed by 8. And then we just sit on the couch on our phones, scrolling. And then we go, you want to go to bed? Yeah, let's go to bed.
Well, you eat out chocolate.
I eating out that chocolate, Eating out that chocolate. So she had a resolution that we're going to do January. And we'll start January 6th probably. We'll wait till the first week's over.
Oh, yeah.
Ease into it.
He's into it?
She said.
Kenzie, you're going to love this.
Okay.
Why? I'm like,
No one knows.
It's not sex, and you already talked about dieting. So
Yes.
I'm like, what's going on?
No
for your
one.
relationship?
No one will guess.
Therapy? Does she want to go to therapy so you guys can connect on an emotional level?
Or with anybody on an emotional level.
Brian has a lot you could look into. She's like, you know what we should do?
How dare you guys try to change me? If I had therapy, this show would probably suck. I'm good. I'm
That's
good like
true.
this.
That's
I'm good.
true.
I think so. Okay. What she said to me was, Friday nights, at Foot Harper to bed, we're going to turn off the phones. We're going to turn off the TV, and we're going to read books.
Oh.
We're going to read.
What do you want to read?
I don't know.
You don't have a list of books you would like to start with?
Let me check my notes. Let me check my notes on my phone.
It's like,
No.
I would like to hear the books that you think you're going to read on Fridays.
Okay.
And this is going forward. You're going to do this on every Friday.
Every Friday at 8, we turn everything off, all the electronics, and we're going to read. We're going to sit on the couch together and
Yeah.
read books.
Now, my parents used to, every time they'd put us in bed when we were kids, they'd go to bed with books and a bowl of popcorn, and they would read books together and eat popcorn.
Is that right?
Now, that being said,
They've been married a long time.
they've been, over 30 years.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
I know. Aren't they so sweet? I love them.
So you're saying me and Megan are going to be sweet and cute.
I think the problem is you'll for sure want a snack, which is okay. But I don't know if Megan's really heard you chew in silence for, because I have because of this show. And she's not going to be able to read a book while that's happening.
Okay, noted. I'm putting that down. I got to work on my chewing.
Well, you're eating out chocolate.
Yeah, that's
It's gonna be
right.
really hard.
Chocolate's soft and quiet, though.
Not if there's like nougat in it.
If it's salted caramel with all
Yeah.
nuts. So that's your that's your thing of why it's not going to work. Because I'm going to chew too loud.
It's going to be a problem. And just think of all the food on his fingers as he's touching this book.
It's going to look like somebody left a book in a forest.
Oh, it'd be disgusting.
Chocolate pages. They'll mark
It's
my
just, like,
pages.
sticky and
You know, in college when you used to buy books and they bought used books because they were underlined and notes were already in them. That's what my books would be like with chocolate on them.
it's a disaster. But I do want to know what books you want to read. Are you like a nonfiction, fiction, like
You know what?
a therapy book, maybe something like that?
Life advice.
Everybody keeps talking about therapy. Why?
Hey, how about you go and find out?
Oh.
See what everyone's talking about.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. I just poured my heart out and revealed that a New Year's resolution that my wife came up with for us is to read books on Friday nights. Instead of, we'll turn the TV off, the phones off, everything. And it can't be an audio book. I already tried that. People are saying Brian's going to probably listen to like an audio book. I already tried that. It can't, we got to read.
Overwhelmingly so, people think you're just going to read the articles in your Playboys.
It's reading.
All right, so you are going to do that. Got it.
We have a verdict.
And good to know.
Picture Megan coming like, I don't know, with like Moby Dick. Like
Pride and
1,000
Prejudice.
Yeah. And then I go to my office and bring out 10 Playboys and just sit on the couch. It's reading time.
You subscribed for the articles. Everyone knows that. My favorite book, actually, which I think would be a good read for you, because
Think about me.
I know.
Okay.
It's not super long. This is my personal
Wait,
favorite book.
that's your first barometer for me.
Yes.
It's not long.
Calm down. It's not super long. It's
Okay.
my personal favorite book. I try to reread it every few years. It's called The Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I have.
Okay, so it's by a Portuguese, or not a Brazilian author. It was originally written in Portuguese. It's now been translated into tons of languages. It's a fantastic book. Basically, it's about him trying to make like a premonition in his dream, like become a reality. So it's about your personal fulfillment, your personal legend, and that journey and what happens to you along the way, because he's a completely different person as the book ends. And it really is fantastic. I find it really motivating. Everyone who's read it has a different takeaway because everyone's, personal legend and life is so different. And I think it's a really great read. It's my personal favorite book.
Did your legend change when reading it?
How I was going to get there did.
Okay.
So... long story. But that's why I reread it every few years, because your personal goals are now different. So goals that I had 5 years ago, I've either accomplished or they've shifted in my life. And I like to reread it because I have a different focus.
Right.
And that's kind of what happens in the book, is that you relate to different parts of it because of love, relationships, adventure, that's all within it. And that's actually what happens to you at different ages as you read it.
Yeah. But what if I'm already a legend?
Well, mystery solved, you're not.
So that's good. I'll put a post up on Facebook about recommendations for books. People ask me, what's the last book you read? I did start the Elon Musk biography 4 years ago.
How far did you get?
Well, the interesting thing is the impression of him has changed so much in 4 years that the book is kind of irrelevant now. I got halfway through. I'm a third through the Elon Musk biography.
You're 1/3 through.
Maybe I should finish that. I don't know.
That happened to me, though. I was reading Will Smith's biography, and it was fantastic.
Oh,
it's
I bet.
Super well written. I love it. I love his journey. I'm like, this guy gets it. He's handled what's going on within him. And then he slapped Chris Rock while I was reading it.
Yeah, slapped him.
And I'm like, wow, you don't really have it all figured out. That sucked.
Were you reading it during the slap?
Yes.
She looked up from her book.
Yeah, looked up for the book. Oh, there's Will Smith right there.
I am such a Will Smith fan. I went to his event at the Chicago Theater when he dropped the book.
Who'd he slap there?
Nobody.
Nobody?
He seemed like he had it all together. DJ Jazzy Jeff was there, baby. It was awesome. And then
Keep
it ruined it.
my book out of your hands.
I'm going to.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, so let's see. Dakota wanted to check in, one of our regular crew members, about this whole book thing. Dakota, ahoy, what's up?
Hi.
Hi.
So I just wanted to recommend this really fantastic app. It is called Goodread, okay?
Goodread, the app is called Goodread?
Goodreads.
Okay.
Yes. And so it is going to, you basically just, enter what you're kind of interested in. It'll recommend stuff to you. Awesome. You can then add friends on there, whatever. So, but usually at the beginning of the year, it has you set a goal for yourself. How many books do you want to read? Okay, so my goal was 45.
What?
I actually finished my 46th book last night, and I couldn't put it down.
Wow.
So for next year, it's going to be 50.
Wow, way to go, Dakota.
Thank you. But no, so you can just search whatever, and pretty much every single book is on there. And I couldn't recommend it enough. It actually then inspires you to read more because you want to see those pages go up. You want to see, how people are rating their own books, whatever. So I would say do it. Listen, my heart is so happy to hear that you and Megan might even do this. So I want you to very much. Both of you would love it.
Well, we're doing it. It's
Might even do it, as Dakota said.
No.
Well, she's aware.
I know Megan. I know that Megan will.
Yep.
But I'm going to recommend real quick an author. His name is Sam Pink. He's from Chicago. He is my favorite author ever. And I think you'd love his books because all of his stories, they're all fiction, but they all take place quite literally on Chicago streets, talking about the Chicago people that he encounters. You can put yourself right in that book and be like, I know exactly where this is, whatever. It's fantastic.
Do the stories go like eating pizza in Chicago?
No. Yes, and no, but yes. So it'll be like a rat carrying the pizza. It'll be him working at a restaurant called Ketchup. It's all these different things, but no, Sam Pink. I have 5 books by him that are autographed. I love them, and I want every single book that he's ever had. I want them all.
Okay.
Now, Darren texted in and said, Brian, what would be perfect for you is Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I love Clifford.
That's my guy.
Wait, is there more than one? Because I've read that one.
It's a whole series.
There's a series of Clifford?
Yes, there's a lot. That dog is up to everything.
Yes. Clifford. All right, that's the first book in January. That's it. Yep.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q101.
Let's go. Mike Ahoy, tell us something about yourself.
How you doing? I am a behind-the-wheel instructor. So I currently got 2 kids in my car right now, and yeah, that's what we're doing.
Whoop, isn't that distracted driving?
We pulled over.
Very nice, very nice. This is what happens.
We're parked. We're parked, so we're all good to go.
Wow. Are they good drivers, the 2 kids you got with you?
Oh, they're actually, yeah, this is their last day. One of them is probably better than me, so we're all good.
That's not good if they're better than you. You're the instructor.
I'm learning from them.
That's not good. Hey, can I ask you a question? So when I got my driver's test, which was a long time ago, in the written portion, they used to sit us in a room and show us a video of car crashes where people died. And they were mangled, and it was horrifying. I remember a girl next to me started crying, and they showed it to us to scare us to remember that driving a car, you have to be careful.
What's the test you took after?
Then
What
you
did you
took a-
write down after that?
I want someone else to drive me is what I wrote down afterward. But do they still
Yeah,
show?
nothing's really changed in terms of the curriculum. It's still the same fear-mongering, showing all those gory videos to scare the crap out of the kids. Yep.
They
It's all
still
the
do
same.
that.
They still do that.
I think it's important because that still happens to people. They still die in car accidents like that. That's not
It
outdated.
does, but then like the kids get in the car and they're freaked out first day, and then they realize it ain't so bad.
Yeah.
I've driven by some of those teenagers. I think they need to see a few more videos, if I'm being honest. A couple more, maybe.
I mean, this girl was bawling next to me, and I was like,
You
God.
think she, saw her family? She's like, oh, my God. Uncle Jesse.
I'm glad to know. You've got to be careful on the roads out there, especially.
This just brings up memories for me because that's what I got driver's ed for my 16th birthday. My parents it's too expensive. We're not just buying it for you.
Oh, that's a nice
So
present.
that was my present.
That's a good present.
So that was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, we'll see, we're getting cars right now. This is fun.
It's like getting homework for Christmas. All right, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie goes something wrong, remember, Mike, you can steal. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails.
Tails.
It's heads. Boy, the callers have been losing all week on the coin toss. All right, Kenzie. Question number 1. Bengal tigers are often what color with what colored stripes?
Well, I mean, orange with black stripes, right?
That's right. Good job.
Makes
Now,
me nervous.
there's different kinds of tigers, so it could have thrown you off there, but didn't. Mike, what fast food chain promotes having it your way? Which fast food chain?
McDonald's.
Oh, it's not McDonald's.
They're like, you're going to have it our way. That's actually their motto.
And they're usually right. It's good.
It's good. It's good. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
BK, Burger King.
BK, Burger King, have it your way.
Thank
Yep.
you.
And to be honest, I'm fine with how they do it, too. Like, they can just serve me what they want. It's pretty good.
You're not picky.
I don't want to have to think when I go in there.
Amen. 2-0, and it's back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what Tom Hanks movie shares a name with a popular AOL phrase?
Oh, you got mail.
You got mail. You like
Love
that?
it.
You like that movie? You like it?
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's adorable. That's actually one Kate should watch. Great rom-com.
Oh, good.
And you're a rom-com guy.
I'm a romantic.
Have you watched the rom-com in any of the movie reviews?
Oh,
I guess
we
Dirty
did-
Dancing is kind of a... No, it's not
no,
really.
not a rom-com.
We were supposed to do The Notebook, and I watched it, and then you had pneumonia, and so I never reviewed The Notebook, but I watched it.
Ooh.
My short take on it, everybody in that movie's messed up. They were all better off alone.
How about
I've seen it.
she
I know.
picked the wrong guy?
She picked a lot of guys in
I'm
that
like,
movie.
is he available now that they're not together?
Wow.
All right, 3-0, it's back to Mike. He needs a point.
A bonus review in the middle of trivia.
How about that?
Mike, which band recorded Last Christmas in 1984? What band recorded that
Wham.
song? Wham is right. Good job. That's a song that you got to you're supposed to not hear before Christmas. It's a bit. If you hear it, you're trying to avoid that song.
Because
Yeah,
it's
that's my
dangerous.
kid's favorite song. I listen to that one a lot.
Yes, I love it. Oh my God, I love George Michael.
Rest in peace.
I love him so much.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Too bad. 3-1, back to Kenzie.
Case sounds really broken up about it. Too bad. 3-1 back to Kenzie.
My husband got in my car the other day and Careless Whisper is on, and he's like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "It's a great song still."
I like the Seether version more of Careless Whisper.
Oh my God, they did a version of that. I forgot.
feet have got no rhythm.
Programming note. Is it 2-2?
It's 3-1.
Who's winning?
Yeah,
Kenzie?
2-2.
Kenzie's ahead.
I thought Mike had 2.
He goes, "Yes, it's 2-2." You liar.
No, it is 3-1. It is Kenzie's question, and Kenzie's ahead.
That's right.
Ask me something about George Michael.
That's right. He didn't get the Burger King question.
That's right.
All right, back to Kenzie.
Yep.
Kenzie, what activity would you participate in at a sock hop?
Well, I'm going to avoid the name, and I think it's a dance.
It's a dance.
Okay.
What were you afraid of with the socks?
I immediately imagine people like when they put the potato sacks on and jumped. What is that called? That competition.
Potato sack racing.
That's what I imagined.
Yeah.
Sock hop.
I thought you were going to think of the Chili Peppers when they did that performance with the socks on their penises, and that's all they were wearing.
Wow, well, now that you bring it up.
That was a bit of a sock hop.
Yeah. Woo. Socks. You know what I'm saying? Something else.
Okay, so it's 4-1.
And back to Mike.
Mike, you need this one. In Santa Claus is Coming to Town, what is Santa going to find out?
Who's naughty or nice?
There you go.
There we go.
But the problem is Kenzie can win with this next question.
Well, it could be like about war, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Let's see. Can I find a war question here?
Okay, you're not allowed to do that.
In 1272. No.
So the fall of Troy.
Yeah. Instead, it's a movie question in order as we go here. Who was originally slated to voice Shrek before his untimely passing in 1997?
Shrek came out in 1997?
Yes. Well, this person passed away in 97. It might have been a year later when Shrek came out.
Oh, my God. It
Shrek
wasn't
came out in 2001. This person was supposed to be the voice of Shrek before they passed
George
away. in
Michael.
1990. It was not George
Not
Michael.
George Michael.
Damn it.
Do you know Mike?
Yeah, Chris Farley.
Chris Farley was supposed to do
I
it.
never heard that.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, my God. That
very-
makes me so sad.
I mean, obviously they picked a great. It was great, but
I know he did amazing, but oh, my God, Chris Farley.
can you imagine Chris Farley doing Shrek?
I can very easily.
Rest in peace. Is the anniversary was just a week ago.
Oh, my God, I'm so sad.
I know. I'm sorry. So it's 4-3.
And back to Mike. He can tie it up right here.
Wow,
Okay.
Mike.
Go,
Wow, Mike.
Mike.
Here we go. How long does an NBA shot clock last, Mike?
24 seconds.
24 seconds. We're tied up. Next
Here we
one
go.
wins. Here we go. Let's go.
Ah.
Do that sound again?
Ah. My war cry. Ah.
And it's back to Kenzie.
It's back to Kenzie. She can win it right here.
Okay, Kenzie. What mountain chain runs from Maine to Alabama?
I hate these kind of questions because I feel like it would be stupid.
Well, we're on the tree of trust here. You're just answering questions.
Wait, a mountain that goes from Maine to Alabama? How's that possible?
A mountain chain runs from Maine to Alabama. And there are some big mountains out there.
Pick any one of your favorite mountain chains.
Yeah, think of all your favorite.
I don't want to say this because it's going to be bad.
Well, you have to say something.
The Appalachian.
The Appalachian's right.
my
God.
Thank you, baby Jesus.
Man, I had that one too.
Nah, I'm sure you did. I'm sorry.
Oh, I want to throw up. I hate it. That's not even in this country. I'm like, crap.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.